Alright, doing a normal run here today.
No.
So we just did Echo, right? Let's take a look at the logbook, see if anything is enticing. Involving Railforge. I want a Railforge run today. We could do Shardtail Queen. That seems like potentially bad. So we could have a somewhat tough one ahead of us, but maybe that's fine. It's doing it to me again. It didn't do it with the queen, it did it with the secondary thing there. Should we make life extra hard on herself and take Smith? I think I will not. I think I will still do this, because this sounds like a pretty bad combo, honestly. Alright, let's get it. Steel Polyclaw. Haven't seen that card in a long time. Technically not that good with the queen, but we probably just don't use the queen, honestly. Salvage Machine. I mean, Polyclaw probably won't do anything in the first fight or two, but it's there. And then we got Ritual Battle. See, this is a perfect example of the secondary being so much better with the Smelt version. Salvage Machine will probably see some action here. Dominion, Spiked Mass, and Revenge. Pretty tough bosses. Fire's Greed, though. I'll have to be hopefully remembering to actually utilize it. It's been forever since I played a Fire's Greed run. Probably just Imp Toss. I'm trying to think if there's any reason to take Rally. Not really. Yeah, we'll do the Imp Toss. Alright, definitely probably just do the Stockpile. It's really good to just start out with 10 Forge points. Of course, the consume wing clippings can be good. It's just unreliable. Yeah, this should be absolutely fine. So we'll put, I think, the machine with Shardtail Queen. We only really need the 2 slots for imps. Alright. Beautiful. Let those hit me. I forgot that I had 2 Ember. I meant to put this one down to just have it sit there after, or I had to kill this thing, but yeah, I guess I fucked that up. See, it would have been really nice to have that imp here on this turn, so definitely sucks that I did that. Well, we got an imp and a Spear Steward. Should have actually used this ability. I might as well still use it. Might be okay, I might not actually be punished. Really should just use that on cooldown. I mean, if it just sits in your hand, there's really no reason not to. Alright, well, we're only gonna save 1 Forge point here, it looks like. But that's okay. Should probably just put that down and then smelt it, because I was probably killing it with the initial Forge amount anyway. Welder Helper with the Queen is pretty good. We're probably going to have to hit steel. Yeah, definitely going to have to steal here. I mean, there is the rituals for the Merchant of Magic, but I don't know how good ritual in this combo is going to be other than just smelt fodder. A lot of single striking, non-sweeping units. I suppose there's access to burst. But yeah, I like the Water Hopper here. It opens up endless. And even dualism to some degree. I don't think we're too sad to get... Oh, Masterwork. Ahead of curve, too. Yeah, I mean, with the stockpile and everything, yeah. If I can get an Endless Water Hopper, I think Queen will be pretty good here. Dualism and quick. Okay. Dualism on Rail Beater is okay. I mean, you get double the melee weakness and 30 extra armor. But quick would be better on the Horn Warrior. Would be better with the Ritual of Battles. It's the one unit that really utilizes it good in this combo, other than, I guess, Crucible Steward. Would be neat to, like, redraw the... I mean, the Horn Warrior will always come in with, like, the initial forge, which is nice. Which usually will be 10, hopefully, especially now that I have a Masterwork. I think the Horn Warrior will be the call here. Fine, giving it quick. Can't really comfortably reroll here, though. I mean, I could afford the stuff if it's 85, 90, or 95, so... 3 of the 4 possible... or 3 of the 7... What is it? Because it's 85 up to 110. Yeah, it's just not really happening. I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe it's still worth a reroll, I don't know. It's a very expensive reroll just to search for an upgrade that I might not be able to afford. I'm really only looking for Endless or a Multi-Strike. That's really a Smidge Stone would be acceptable, I guess. I think even though we are Rail Forge, it's likely I probably just hit the steel. I don't know, instead of the arms. It's like if I spend this reroll and it's bricks on the cost or the upgrades, then that's money I don't get for the next steel. Alright, let's think about this. So it's 110, 105, 100. Those are the 3 choices that it doesn't work on. And then 85, 90, and 95 it does work on. So it's literally a 50-50 for me to afford either of the upgrades. And then of the 5 upgrades, I only have 2 that are enticing. So 2 out of 5... to even hit what I want. But Smidge Stone, it's like if I get Smidge Stone, Titanite, or Large Stone, I'm not super happy with those. Titanite is usually like such a good upgrade, but it just doesn't make sense on any of these units. Could just add 20 here. It's too bad dualism doesn't work with the forge, huh? Could also just put dualism here. It's not great, but it might just have to actually be something I do right now. I will just do that, I guess, and put 20 there. It's gonna like go on a different floor. I mean, I could take a pip upgrade with Queen if it makes sense. It's Quicksilver Cherub, so we should set up. Oh, god damn it. Well, at least it was only 1. I need to remember It's just habit for me to put down the champ first, but I definitely need to put the fucking Horned Warrior down first. This up here. We get that right from the get-go. And we'll put one ready for next turn. To remember to not have that on. And we'll start using this on cooldown. I think there's no reason not to do that. I'll wait to forge up top, I think. Or even if I even have to forge, I mean, sure it'd be nice to have this health into this stealth boss, but I think just simply, yeah, let's do. I think we just do this here. There's no threat that I need the imp for, but I do want that damage. Alright, here comes the boss. Damn. Okay, well. Could have checked this and seen that I had no imps coming. This is tough. Because he dies in a couple hits. So I might want to just put this here. Also might just be better to do this, I think. Yeah. .43. I think that should kill. Then I'll just try to reforge the rest of this. Damn. Well, that sucks. If I don't want to take a bunch of pyre health, then I mean I could argue that taking the hit here is preferable, and then I can just masterwork to guarantee that I'm stronger into the very tough boss. Yeah, I mean, what is it? It's gonna be 6, 5, 11 plus, so it'd be 17 damage to my pyre. But it would also be, I believe, 3 extra instances of gold. I think we take it. And I get to start the next fight. This is a win-win potentially. Could take one more Welder Harper in case I never get endless. Or just take a vent. Got like a Welder Harper here. Additional smelt or a boilerplate? Boilerplate would give me an equipment which makes it easier to not hit that forge. I think I like the boilerplate here. Plus I can just get it really strong for Dominion. Yeah, let's take the boilerplate. So if I go left, we got multi-strike. We could think in terms of a pip upgrade too and get a proper tank. I could get a proper tank, then Titanite opens up. Maybe Smidgestone even. Even if I don't use that tank this fight. And then, yeah, so multi and endless. Endless would actually be the best upgrade, I think, but multi is pretty good here as well. Yeah, I think I like that. Alright, we got endless. Nice. And there's Titanite. Steelworker is a proper tank. Kinda. Of course, Endless Welder Helper is a proper tank as well, but I have to draw it. Endless Dualism Welder Helper is certainly a proper tank, but again, need Welder Helper to not die in the meantime. I think either way, taking a Steelworker is probably fine. I could still argue that Alpha Fiend even. They're both nice cards that you can just plop down on a different floor. I think we'll take it. I don't know that we know what we're doing with it yet, but I will add the Titanite to it. Could just re-roll too, because I don't know. I don't know that I would want a pip upgrade. I don't really benefit that much from it. Since we're not overstacking that unit anyway, we can just visit this first and see. Alright, we go YOLO for just a couple Umbra rares. I have a feeling it'll be Stygian. Let's just look at Stygian. I don't need to look at Stygian and Umbra. I already know their rare pool is not super good for this event, other than, of course, there is the high roll for Umbra Stone, but most of the other choices are just not that good. So it was Luna, bad, probably bad. Well, it's never bad, but it's like not great. Bad, not takeable, bad, kinda bad, 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 have no damage. Yeah, it's not looking good. Well, shit, we just YOLO then on Umbra? Because, I mean, Forever Consume's really good as well. But yeah, a lot of morsel, useless cards. Furnace Tap is also like awkward. Glutton Maw is usable, I guess. But Umbra Stone would be the big one. Blazing Bolt's probably not. But yeah, let's take Umbra. Alright, Forever Consumed or Kindle. Kindle, if I can get a good X cost. There's the Forge spike, but that's a little more speculative. It still is like pretty good with the masterwork and stuff, but am I ever gonna hit a Merchant of Magic? I could hit it here. This is an okay Merchant of Magic. Pretty good trinkets in this combo though. Probably won't hit that. Probably want the dupes. I gotta say, I probably want to hit this magic though to make these dupes good. So I don't have great dupes otherwise. I could dupe the Welder Harbor once, I guess. Just to do that. We may still want an Umbra or a pip upgrade in that scenario. I don't know. Got steel there. We'll take the Forever Consumed, I guess. Just add some front load damage. So we're hitting a steel here. So I can save upgrade there. I could also just re-roll for multi here. The thing we're getting out of this is, I guess, if I eventually want to put Steelworker on the floor to like protect against Dominion, the AoE component, then I just take a pip upgrade, and then we're good to go. So I think this is probably worth it. And I don't think I would need to like hold out for a better upgrade here. It'd be just Dualism or Smidge Stone, but just having some health is pretty good here too. I think we'll just take that. I mean, even in this fight, so let's remember to put you down first. Yeah, you'll be good on the spikes, I guess. I think we will still run it like this. I'll put you at the very top. Along with that, and eventually I can do some other stuff. We'll just smelt the other dude there. So he's quick. He's taking them out. We could do this. Do that on cooldown. Guess I didn't really save myself any damage there. So I could smelt this now. I also can re-armor this guy with the boilerplate. I think we should just smelt it now, even though I don't need the ember. Because here it's like, you know, I could have used ember, but I got a smelt card, so... We could do that. Shit, should have done that. I really wish I could back out of this. Alright, let's do that. I'll have it for the next smelt. Kind of wanted to play an imp here. I guess it's not the end of the world if I don't. This is probably more important. I mean, I would love to just pour all this forge into that boilerplate, and I can still get some forge back for the stockpile. I'm gonna go all in right here though. Just earned 66 permanent armor on that thing. $19 should kill here. Perfect. Alright, so we'll just take the largest forge card here. We'll go in a 6, that's fine. Rage Room is acceptable. One Harm Tome is maybe better. Fused weaponry sucks. I think I might like the One Harm Tome here. I was debating between Ember. Like, if I take a pip upgrade, it wouldn't be till the end. I think. One Harm Tome, I mean, with the initial forge and, like, I'll have armor. Just getting an extra strike is pretty good. Still debating if even taking this, I don't know that I need to take an Ember upgrade, because it doesn't help me in deployment right now. And if I take draw, then I can usually smelt at a better rate. Kind of would be nice to add like a Crucible Steward or something, which maybe I'll get here, you never know. Yeah, I think it's One Harm Tome. Plus I got the Merchant of Magic. Like, if I get a really good upgrade, I can dupe that thing and it's pretty much GG. Oh my gosh, that's a Knuckler Steward. Oh, I'm so tempted to just pivot the run into this thing. It obviously is a completely different game plan than what we've been doing, but man, I'm very tempted to take it. So tempting. I'm gonna take it. I don't know what we're doing yet. That definitely pushes me more toward maybe taking the Amber upgrade, though. I think we will take the Amber upgrade then. Alright, I think we're going to the right for sure here. I need the health anyhow. Holdover and intrinsic. Those are not at all what I'm looking for. Trap shoot. More like crapshoot. I do have to wonder if the Knuckler Steward can outdo the Horn Warrior. I mean, the floor would be Shardtail Queen with Knuckler Steward in front. Here's a good example of why I might take a pivot upgrade later, too, because it's like I could pivot and be like, you know, Knuckler Steward tanks. I don't know, though. At that point, the Steel Worker would be a better tank. There's a bit of anti-synergy with putting the Queen with the Steward in that, you know, I'm not getting the revenge of the little units hitting me in the back. And that does limit the use of Knuckler Steward, but it still would be okay. It has to get hit 3 times to match Horned Warrior. They have the same starting attack. It is a tank. It costs a lot more. I don't know. I mean, in the end game, I definitely am getting hit 3 times. I mean, there'll be corruption, there'll be entropy, there'll be flying bosses, and several tanks that probably survive. And like, I am getting pretty good amount of burst there. In those cases, I think it will be better than Horn Warrior potentially. I don't even know if I necessarily want to take like meat shield and stuff, because I'm just going to have a ton of armor, especially with the boilerplate. Trap shoot seems takeable out of these. And there's also a world where I don't use Shardtail Queen. That just seems kind of wacky when I've got a Dualism Endless Welder Helper, but there is a world where I just use the Polyclaw and I have like Steel Worker on the floor. That's just not going to be enough defense, so especially with that. Yeah, that just doesn't seem great. I think right now what we'll just do is we'll run the Steel Worker with the Horn Warrior on a different floor as like a backup plan. Now, I'm pretty sure I just want to reroll. Man, this is just the worst though. I got the -2 here as well, so it's like I can't even... I could YOLO it, I guess, especially if I'm not going to take these. But I don't really think I am. I mean, what would Holdover accomplish here? Masterwork Holdover, I guess? I could Intrinsic it and hold it over, then it's always getting played, but this is not really a deck right now that has huge benefits from Forge, I would say. You know, you got the one-time boilerplate, and then you got the 10 left over for like whatever unit, but it doesn't seem great. I should YOLO this on something. Maybe the ritual. Reroll. Alright. Well, we got double stack. I'm going to put that here, and then I'll just bring it down by 1. It's playable. I mean, it was already technically playable, but now I got a pretty good dupe target, whereas I didn't really have a great dupe target before. Yeah, really, I mean, it's like Welder Hover, but even that's kind of awkward, so I like that. Now, I will say we still run into some issues there, because like Knuckler Steward, I just don't know what we're using right now. It's going to be either Knuckler Steward or Horned Warrior. If anything, Knuckler Steward is a good smelt target. Tempted to take the Imp Parade. That would definitely mean we're taking a pip upgrade. But it does make the Welder Helper that's endless. It's kind of like having an Ember upgrade, but not here because it fills the floor right now. So I have to keep adding junk to the hand, I guess. Not the end of the world though with all the smelt we have, but it's not great. Imp Toss just gives me more health, and I feel like I will need that health going into Dominion, no matter what the game plan is. And I just get more AoE damage out of it. Let's go full Imperialist here. For this fight, we using Knuckler Steward or we using Horn Warrior? This is a corruption boss. I think we want the Horn Warrior for this fight. Did I not? Oh my god, son of an actual... Oh my god. Why? Alright, well, I could remedy this mistake. I mean, honestly, I could just hold this out for the equipment. Maybe I should just do that. If I bottom deck it, we'll be a bit sad there, though. Got the trap shoot though to help things. What I'm thinking though is I could just say, screw you, Horned Warrior, and I could even just keep it alive with all that, and then I could just put the Knuckler Steward up here. Yeah, you know what? Let's just see how Knuckler Steward performs. I mean, putting him down there sucked, but yeah, let's do this. Really annoyed at what I did there, though. Could probably put this down here too, just so I have it. I want to get that ability. All right, that is the worst turn I could have drawn Boilerplate on. Definitely going to try to greed that out. Alright, we are killing here. If I do this, is that still true? It's still true. I mean, I definitely want to. Do I put this down? And I can never put another thing down, but that's probably fine. We can get a Polyclop there maybe just to or down below, I don't know, just to move stuff off. Trap shoot, I don't think we're going to be needing that. It looks like Knuckler Steward's doing just fine. Kind of get both these in, honestly. Yeah, let's do this. Thought here is like this just helps putting some extra damage on the boss. I'm not super confident that Knuckler's like there is a world I think without the draw upgrade, I might not be able to redraw Boilerplate for that boss. So if I don't redraw Boilerplate, it could be up shit creek without a paddle. So I want to definitely put some damage in on that boss in the worst case scenario. I have a lot on this guy though, and he'll be at least hitting the boss twice. I think I might be putting one Harm Tome on this as well. I'm thinking. Do we just want to play this out as well? see any harm in it. I'm okay like playing these out as well. Steelworker's going down, but that's okay. So I want to hit those on this guy. You know, let's just give a nice slow-mo here for this guy. I do like his boxing form. It's like, you think he'd like wind up like a big old punch, but he just sort of like pushes his left hand forward. Can't even really call it a jab. Oh, I forgot to be using that. Oh well. We'll definitely get a big boilerplate. I'm a little bummed though because, well, if I even get the boilerplate. I guess if I don't get it, at least I have full, you know, I got the 10 at least for the steel stockpile. We will do that. Damn. So we never got back to the boilerplate, unfortunately. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. We'll go into the next fight with... it does suck that we couldn't forge it, but it is what it is. We could have also just put these guys top. There wasn't necessarily any reason to go mid. So my bad on that, but oh well. Let's slow down the animation here to see him beat down this asshole. See, it's like, I guess it's more like a... The flame kind of... I guess that's a jab. It's just like such a weird looking jab. The flame on the fist makes it hard to actually see all that well. I feel like it would have been a good candidate to alternate, like have the animation alternate hands. I really feel like it should have gotten that extra love. Zero cost rage serum. Inmuna Box is a card I really don't like that much in Monster Train 2. It was powerful in the first game, not so much in this one. That being said, you can get a Transcendent out of it every now and then. Which isn't even that good for us. Reinforce actually looks takeable here. I think we will take it. Full throttle. I mean, it's not that good with if I am using Knuckler Steward, but it's pretty good otherwise. Alright, definitely we're duping. Quick Steel Dagger. I don't think it's that good. I mean, this guy's already quick. He'd be the only one that really wants it. Knuckler Steward wants to get hit. Herzl Hammer, though. That we could work with. Weapons cache deployable is interesting. Definitely open to that. I don't know though. I don't know that it makes it. It's just like. I mean, I guess I can turn my forge points off and then put the 10 on the boilerplate with the Herzl Hammer merged into it if I do that. Then I'm at least getting a decent amount of permanent armor each turn, or each fight. I don't need to like super high roll this boilerplate necessarily. I already got the 44 initial armor. So that could be an interesting one. Then I don't even know if I have the Ember to play all that out, though. If I got 6, it's like I technically do, but then I wouldn't be able to play Horn Warrior, Steelworker, or the Salvage Machine. And that doesn't actually sound very enticing to me. So, I don't know. I don't know that I like Weapons Cache here. I mean, even with the initial 10 forge, it's like, I feel like I just want to forge my equipment at a later time. So having it deployable is no good. So Steel Digger also just not super feeling it. Let's check this out. I guess we just take beat and slide. Still gonna help in this. Is it worth a reroll here? For like boiler room, I guess. Diadem. That's interesting. Probably not that good. I mean, right now it just gets me an extra imp on the floor, which is like not really that relevant. I guess it gets me salvage machine on the floor though, if I want that. Then I get more harvests. It's still like not that important, I think. We could also just take Inferno Room, put that bottom floor. Oh, there is a boiler room as well. I mean, I'm probably just going to buy both these. I mean, obviously there's a lot of redundancy with the Inferno Room and my Shardtail Queen with the endless imps, but honestly, because it's Dominion, I would rather just those units die there and not stack all of that consume, or all of that whatchamacallit there. I think it's worth deploying the Inferno Room as well, even if we're never playing it at the start here. I think that we want it to play it at the start in Dominion, so having the option is good. Of course, if we get the zero cost room card, we're sad, but that thing was never going to be consistent anyway. We definitely need this money, and this is not a hard boss, and it's literally the same fight but easier. It's like the same exact unit comp, other than that there's sap dudes for my zero incant deck here. We are gonna stick with this for now. Oh, I didn't buy that other equipment, did I? That's fine. I don't think we wanted to. I don't think salvage machine on the floor is that important. We might just go to the very top of this, I think. Actually want this instead of that at the moment. We'll definitely use this here. Could do this now. I mean, I definitely do this. But like, I think we don't want to risk this guy dying. There's some weird worlds where I bottom deck the Welder Helpers, and that happens. That won't be this world. We can probably just tank one of these hits. It's not like that. Then again, I am like building up burst, which is nice. I don't need to forge this guy. I'll just put him down. We will forge this. No masterwork, but I think that's okay. I guess I could have still played it there. Okay, Knuckler Steward is like getting really big here. This is what I love about Knuckler Steward. It's like when this shit starts happening. All right, definitely. Oh man. Really hard to play this when you don't have a good smell target. I thought I added calcified embers. I feel like I haven't seen them at all. I think we probably can just do this. Then we play it, yeah. We'll just smell this. I'm okay actually smelting that there instead of this, I think. Let's see. I can get some forage here. Alright, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go... That should get us 2 more... Oh, fuck, I was supposed to put this down first. God damn it. Well, I was going to get even more forage if I put that down first, but apparently I didn't. That's okay. I mean, I also just have like 6 or 5 natural multi-strike from the tomes. There we go, up to 7. We could have got up to 8. Tiresome Climb is interesting. I don't know what it does in this deck though, because you know what I mean? It's like I don't want to daze any of the enemies really. I want them to hit me. But you never know. You never know when you might need a Tiresome Climb. I can take it with literally no reason to take it other than it's a good card. You know, I think they're just okay to take it. Magnetic Relay could actually be okay in some cases, but I think it's more trouble than it's worth here. I gotta say, I really need a draw upgrade. Whatever I can do to avoid taking a pip upgrade, I need to like try to make a plan around that, because I gotta say the current rate of bricking on smelts is not great. It helps quite a lot to have the salvage machine. The salvage machine's been an unsung hero here, but still, it's like I still gotta draw salvage at that point. So it's like, you know, without any additional smelt, deck's getting larger and larger. I definitely need a draw upgrade. I think we're okay to just run Shardtail Queen. From what I'm seeing here, I think Knuckle Steward can handle this. But it's like, it just costs, it's a 3 cost unit, so the Magnetic Relay is just not making sense on it. I guess you could technically like use it to stack more armor with the Welder Hopper. That doesn't seem like a great play. Car Collapse is like pretty untakeable as well, and Quenching Oil is just a laughable card, so we're skipping this. Deck is fat enough as it is. Large Stone. Large Stone is not happening for anything in this deck. I think this thing just wants Titanite, and like the health isn't that important, I don't think. I mean, it is if I bottom deck a bunch of shit, I guess. Like, because I'm thinking, like, this is probably my last steal, right? Looks like it. I mean, I could hit this one, but it's not, like, super necessary. Definitely not quick. I don't want quick on anything, really, here. That would be very anti-good on the Knuckler Steward. Literally the worst upgrade you could make on it. I don't want Large Stone. I'm pip-starved as it is, and I don't want to take a pip upgrade, as we've mentioned. But, you know, we really don't need Burst 2. But, yeah, I gotta say, 20 health is maybe something I should take here, because the only situation it's not good is if I literally get the absolute nuts, which is Titanite and Multi-Strike next turn, and if I get that, so be it. I can put the Multi-Strike on the Horn Warrior. There is a certain point, I think, where if I can, if I've played Welder Helper enough and I hit Reinforce, there is a certain point where I could probably just put Steel Pulley on the claw and overstack it and not care about playing Welder Helper. You know, I can get the Steelworker on down, I can get Horned Warrior on down, and if Horned Warrior's down there... Yeah, I think we just do this. Obviously with the Fragile it doesn't matter, but I'm thinking of the turns where I just need it. Right, this is not particularly what we're looking for. Burst, unfortunately, does not work with dualism. I always forget that one. I mean, I know it's not green, so it makes sense, but it just feels like Burst should be dual. I don't even know. I'm trying to make up a word right now. To be allowed to be dualized on. What term would that be? Like, I was going to say dualistic, but I'm like, well, that's a word. That's not what I mean. Dualizable. There we go. It should be a dualizable keyword, I feel, but you know what? That's okay. Well, I could still put Endless on it. I was really hoping for Titanite. Or even a Smidgestone. I mean, this is probably the worst two we could have seen. Let's be honest. But, I could put Endless on the other Welder Helper, but that's, like, really hurting my draw in a lot of cases. I think I could just put Dualism on it, honestly. And not Endless? I don't know. Is that weird? I don't think that's weird. I kind of don't want the Endless on the other one. I would probably be okay with it if we were just running Horned Warrior with the Queen. I don't know. Does that even make sense, though? I mean, I guess I could always smelt the card, and then I don't have to play it. But my smelting is a little limited at the moment. I don't think we Endless it. I just have it to help on the initial draw through. Is it getting a little wrong to do another one-harm tome here? Because I could dupe the Reinforce. I think it's still making sense to do this. It's just so powerful. Yeah, let's do that. I should maybe make a removal. Get rid of one of these. 43 card decks. Plus, this is the toughest Ring 6 boss, but I don't think that'll be a problem for us. There is some merit to maybe just going Inferno Room down here, but I don't think so. We're going to have some potential problems with hitting too many revenge hits, but I think we're just high roll enough at the moment that that's not going to matter. But she's going to take a lot of hits, so Hollow's going to be interesting. I think it'd be in my interest to block one of these, or I could just Beacon's. If I Beacon's Light here, that's actually probably the best call, so let's just salvage this, I think. Yeah, I'll still do this. Have it for a future turn. This makes sense because then I don't hit her an extra time, and I get to preserve this health, which makes it, or preserve the armor more importantly, which allows me to play a one-horn tome more comfortably. One of the catch-22s here is that this also, as good as it is to top deck, it kills my draw, which makes it harder to smelt. And a turn like this is pretty rough. But is it even that bad? I don't think so. Can still preserve some of this. The only question here is, do I want to do this? I feel like this is the call. Still no smelt. Do I want to do masterwork or ritual? I feel like ritual's probably better here. I don't know though. If I get an equipment, if I get the one-arm tome, ritual's better. If I get an equipment, forge is better, especially if it's boilerplate. There's only 2 equipment, and there's 3 one-arm tomes, but I think I still prefer the masterwork here, I suppose. Well, if I play this, I can at least put Hollow back mid and get that out of the deck, but we're not really going to redraw here. By the time Relentless happens, we haven't even drawn through the deck, so I'm only drawing 4 a turn here. I think either way I probably want to do this, so yeah, it's fine. Alright, Boiler Room will at least help with some of this stuff. That overall is saving me revenge procs there. Put you here, I guess. I'm actually okay hitting a huge Forever Consumed here. Plus it gives me extra forge, and then I can just make use of all this ember. And 560, that's definitely worth it. Just do this, and that's pretty good. We're actually bottom. We haven't drawn a single one of those, the whatchamacallits yet. I think it's probably a good sign I should get rid of this. You can get that Polyclaw here, I suppose. I'm okay letting this die, though. I don't want the extra revenge proc up top. Got the smelt here. He's definitely got some power here. This thing is up to 74 armor. Once I hit a one-harm tome, that'll help a bit, but it's honestly not even that important. Honestly, it's not. Ooh, Hollow's hitting tough. It doesn't matter though, I got all this stuff. Okay. We'll get some armor, or some ember here, so I can play both these. Of course, there's that, which is a downgrade. I think I want to keep this forge. I'm okay doing this, I suppose. Oh. Wow. Took 400 out here, though. It's respectable. But gotcha. I guess I could have just played. I should have just smelted the one-harm tome, but I wanted to play it, so you can't blame me for that. It's a difference of 1 forge point. Can't be relevant, right? Watch me die because I'm like 1 lethal short, or 1 damage short of lethal. Can't see Assembly Room really being that good. I also can't see it being that bad. I mean, it's like, who wouldn't want eventually a bunch of these multi-striking Knuckler Stewards on the floor, but I don't know, that seems very win more. It's like, if I draw it early, it's not that good. I have to draw it like after I've already set up, and if I've already set up, well, I've won. So, fused weaponry, it would potentially be okay, because honestly I do want to get the boilerplate and the Herzl hammer together, but I think my problem, this card would be a lot better if it just put the stupid merged weapon into your hand, right? I mean, it'd be really powerful at that point, but honestly, you could rebalance it by making the card itself cost more or something. But like, what I mean is, like, right now you play it and it'll pull the cards out of anywhere in your deck, but then it just puts them back into the deck. So it's like the merged equipment. That's what I don't like about the card. It's like, it's kind of twofold. It's like sometimes you just have to play your other equipment before you can find the card if you don't get intrinsic on it. But even with intrinsic on it, it's like, I don't know, it's just like you can't reliably, other than I guess with, you can't get the card into your hand, I don't know, so I don't like it that much. But honestly, out of these cards, it kind of makes most sense, unless, Dark Deal kind of makes sense too, honestly, because it's like, I can get an extra burst out of it, so the damage, I can live with that. And the rage is nice. I actually think Dark Deal is probably just the call here. Definitely need draw. Draw will help me a lot. And yeah, I guess we could really go either way here. I don't know. We got a magic already coming up, so could be nice to hit the steel. Like Multi and Titanite are the big ones here. A Smidge Stone would be acceptable. I mean, it's really it, though. We're just looking for a final upgrade on the Knuckler Steward. Whereas if I go left, I could definitely live with some cost reductions on things like Full Throttle and Beacon's Light even. I don't know. Like, what about the other nodes? Also, this Pyre Health is kind of wasted here. Vortex would be nice. Armory is like kind of okay, and the money's like kind of okay. But I don't know, double stack, is double stack good? It is good on these, on like, honestly a lot of my cards. Consumer Move would be really powerful and reinforce. Some Permafrost would be okay. Cost reductions, I think, would help. We're just not smelting enough. I still kind of go back to that one turn where I could have took Metallurgy instead of Boilerplate. And I don't know, Boilerplate's been alright, but I do wonder if maybe Metallurgy would be better just to have an extra smelt card. And then the AoE is okay, especially into Dominion. I just feel like that Metallurgy card might potentially be just overall the better card than Boilerplate. But, I don't know, at the time it seemed like Boilerplate was just a good way to actually use my Forge points. One second. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, a lot of good double stacks. I could double stack Dark Deal, I don't like that one as much. Beacon's Light looks a little bit better. Full Throttle's acceptable. Masterwork doesn't work. Reinforce doesn't work, so really be that. I wouldn't do it on the Ritual, I don't think. Tiresome Climb would be the other one, though. Tiresome Climb's pretty good on. But I just haven't had to use Tiresome Climb, but it... Yeah, I gotta say, I would probably rather put it on that than the Beacon's Light. Because the Beacon's Light is just... God damn it. Okay, one second. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, the Beacon's Light, it's like, even though it's every floor, if I am to double stack things, I think we benefit more from just getting more days on a specific target, because usually it's just going to be on either like Savagery Titan or Seraph. So I think double stack would definitely go better there. So that tangent aside, just some cost reductions would help. Consumer Move would be good. I gotta say though, it's mainly Consumer Move and double stack that look all that good to me. Like, any of the other bigger grades are not super good here. But, so I don't know. It's like, let's say I hit double stack or consumer move. Is that even actually better than a Titanite or a multi-strike even would be on the Knuckler Steward? It's certainly not better than a Titanite. I would say that. But does it set up maybe a more interesting dupe? Maybe. Plus we already have that magic anyway, so it's like, I think we just search to the right here. Removals are good, even if the fire health's not. Right, unless the large stone, definitely don't want those. It's hard to pass up the 80 health here. We don't really care about the damage, but it's really hard to pass up the 80 health, or the 40, the 40 extra health compared to this. And we did take the Ember upgrade, and we did not take a Pip upgrade, so I think we just go full Imperialist. Cards to get rid of. Stewards. I think we could keep Shield Steward for now, because then maybe I get the artifact that gives me Deployment Ember, and then Shield Steward is no downside there. I think I won't use any. Oh yeah, I need to reroll here. 12 Rage would actually be okay just to put on the Knuckler Steward. I don't know, but you got 2 out of 5 that are better than that, Multi-Strike and Titanite. Either way, I think we could just lock in the other health as well. Even though we're fragile eventually, like just getting the initial healing or the initial damage reduction might be worth. But I think we're looking at better stuff here. Titanite, there we go. Definitely just take that. And I could Smidgestone this. I don't really know what that accomplishes, though. I think I might be better off just putting some health on it. Alright, that'll do. Save the rest of this money. Honestly, really good. Titanite's the best upgrade I could have hoped to see. So it is racks, but it is silencer, so it's like, I might as well just go top with my main floor here. I don't have a good way to get that silencer dead before it gets to me. That could be an issue, but I think, yeah, let's get our forge going on the right thing. We could just, this could actually be a fight, really totally Inferno in the bottom as well. I mean, honestly, I should have, I don't know though, it's like, it is a little awkward, isn't it? I think it's good. And then we'll get the salvage machine in. So this is probably the same start that we're going to have for the other fight. The Dominion fight. Although maybe Knuckler Steward goes mid. I could see that. Don't think we need to take these hits. Could reinforce. I don't think we'll redraw in time for the boss. So could keep Tiresome Climb though. I do want to. I would love to hit that on the boss. Get him dazed. Yeah, since I don't think we're gonna redraw with consistency. Plus we top deck the Welder Helper, so I guess it wasn't the endless one. Those taken care of. Tempted to do that. I think I will. We're good for a while here. Then I can just put this here. I don't think I'll forge it. Could have also done that, but I think I'm okay just taking these hits. The nice thing too is that at one point I think they made a fix for Knuckler Steward where the multi-strike hits before the burst. That makes burst so much better. I mean, burst was already good. We're good to go now. Gonna stack up quite a lot of bursts. We can also just do the pyre shoot and have that be waiting for the boss. I think that's fine. I don't think I need to redraw this, so we can just do it now. I think that's fine. I'm okay redrawing Beacon's Light though. Keep in mind I want to daze Rax most certainly. If I can. I think we just masterwork here. That way we'll get the forge going into the next fight. There's Rax. I'm gonna wait with the trapdoor, so I guess no boiler room here. Maybe we just do that. That. Maybe full throttle. Makes sense. Just get rid of this, I think. Well, we couldn't get our tiresome climb when we wanted it, but that's fine. We could have got it on the bottom or mid guard. We got the Beacon's Light though. This guy's dying anyway, but let's just make him die real good. Is there any other stuff here? Oh, I need to forge. There we go. We got 10 going into the fight. That's good. Yeah, punch him. I'm telling you, when that happens, he should be alternating his left and rights. That would make it look infinitely cooler. And like if they could add like a speed effect to it as well, you know, kind of, you know what I mean? Like almost like a, trying to think of like an example cartoon. I don't know, some superhero or something. You know what I mean? It's like the swoosh animation. Inferno. There's a card I never take in Monster Train 2. Honestly, the damage number just isn't there for how much it costs. But I don't know. It's still okay. I guess technically, I think it has the same health as that really annoying Chosen dude, which will be in this fight. So it's something I could take if I really hate that unit, but honestly, it's like, I don't even play that many spells, really. Like, I can deal with, like, one incant from that guy. That's usually all it would be. And then the others just aren't really all that good. I mean, the Impish Scholar, I guess, could get me back a One-Horn Tome, but... Or a Reinforce, or just whatever I'm salvaging. It's just not going to be consistent, and it's just delaying getting to the really good stuff. And honestly, that's the way I look at it right now. It's like it's really hard to get through my deck as it is, and adding just sort of potential junk is not really enticing. Even the Sentry Turret, I'm like, yeah, I don't really know what I get out of that. Geared Gauntlet. And if you wanted to be really stupid, you could put it on the Dude, and just have it so you only hit like once every other turn or something. Don't see how that would be good. Yeah, we'll just skip these. Alright, we're going for that dupe. Thanks, Firestone Housing. Of course, of course. Well, definitely going to take the both of them. Do I have actual X costs? I have the Forever Consumed, which has only really been used to damage the boss on the Strix and Hallow fight. I haven't really not used it elsewise, but it'd be a lot easier for me to use. It's just like I don't need it because I'm clearing everything. Honestly, if I cleared that fight so easily, like I'm not really worried of anything the Dominion waves have. I know they got the one wave that has a lot of tanks, like later on, but I'll have so much burst by then. I just don't see how I'm losing that, or why I would need this. But if there's nothing better, Crown of Eternal I'll probably take. I suppose if I have nothing better to spend my money on, I might take the Molten Manifold, but now we should go through the Nurture Magic. Don't love any of these first choices. I suppose Intrinsic's probably worth buying, though, over what we see in this shop. Because like I said, if this is my only X-Cost card, it's, yeah, maybe not that good of an artifact to buy. So I could go Intrinsic on... I guess I could do it on Tiresome Climb. It kind of makes sense. It definitely helps in the Dominion fight, just so I don't get corruption right from the start. And then if I could also reroll into a double stack or even a holdover. Holdover is sketchy, but I think the holdover would be okay. I think this is okay. So I think we do want this at the start. I want to daze that guy twice. I think get that down in cost is probably the call here. This thing will probably... I don't know, it's a catch-22, right? But I think I have enough multi-strike that I can just not play that card in a lot of cases. I don't think I'm rich enough to take the Holy Stone, because I definitely want the champion heal. It's actually kind of hard for me to heal the queen at the moment. I think, yeah, we'll just reroll this. Damn, it's like the worst upgrades. Okay. I suppose I could spell chain this as well. That's kind of like double stacking it. It just costs more. But I don't hate it. We will take that. We know we can afford the thing, so let's do that. Let's do this. And then we'll buy this. We got this leftover money to do one of these. Could probably do it on the full throttle. I don't know that I... Or maybe the Masterwork. Yeah, Masterwork, it's like you only really need to play it once. So, we'll do that. It's a pretty good upgrade. And then... I'm pretty sure I just duped the one-horn tome. I don't know. It'd be weird to do the Tiresome Climb. Could dupe the Ritual. I don't know. I think it's just one-horn tome. Alright. I feel okay about this. So this one, we definitely do that. I think we can set up mid here. And then... I got the days at the start, so I'll just put this down. Just really hoping to get a smelt card. Because I got 2 of them. I could just play this once, I suppose. Could I proc Ember Staff? I mean, I got 2 others of these in the deck. I could also just like not play these. it's an option. It is a little bit risky to do it so early. Then I could get this in. And then I could get that in. And then he's striking and giving armor and stuff. I think it's okay. Probably should have actually not. It's okay. I think it's okay if I play that because I want to leave space to do another one if it's endless. So this way I can daze him one more turn. I think that's pretty good. I guess I'm not playing the Herzl Hammer though then. I guess that's fine. Do I really get that much out of it? He's only going to hit me once, and this guy's dazed, so I'm not actually striking that much. So I think it's probably better just to do this. We can go with the boiler room here for sure. We'll go this. Oh, right, what am I saying? This is the skirt. The skirt shufflers. I'm like, for some reason I was thinking the incant guys were going to be here, but I knew it was a skirt shuffler, so I swear I'm losing my mind more and more each day. But we can play this for free, essentially. Might as well do that. Definitely want to play this. Don't want to like go through the whole deck and not play one. So just getting even one in is pretty good. And we'll get these guys set up. That's a pretty good turn. Inferno Room just hard solves this fight. Alright, we definitely play this. Just getting some corruption here. 69, nice. Just notice that. Perfect math. Do we want to reinforce here? Because I could see a world where it makes sense to... I think I could redraw it. I do wonder, like, if I... Seraph is a pretty tough boss, although I could also argue that just playing it and consuming it is good here too, because then I can draw my other dazed cards and then probably just keep Seraph dazed. So I think I will play it here. And we'll just do that. That's fine. Probably want to trap shoot up top, then I can daze again when he comes back up. Alright, we got this. I guess that's my forge card. I don't have much forge somehow. I don't know. I guess we didn't draw Masterwork, which is obviously something, but I felt like even through Smelts, I would typically end up with more than four Forge points by this point, but I guess not. I could get more if I hit the Trap Shoot, but I don't think we want to do that. I think we just want to do this. And I'll just do that. That's fine. Okay, we got you back. Didn't realize Ember Staff was going to proc there, but sure, I'll take it. I guess I have to play this, otherwise I don't draw it next turn anyway, but it's not ideal that I redrew it right there. We could do this just to get more damage on Seraph. Alright, we got this. Play that for sure. Am I going to proc Ember Staff again? I hope not. I don't think I will. Just units and spells, right? Alright, well that's good. Let's put you there. This is looking good. Oh, I need to have that on cooldown. we're okay not playing shards at this point. Oops. Fucked that up. Oh, it's okay. The guy's corruption because he's actually not dazed. Which already we're up to 62 corruption. That's why I'm like a little bit scared I'm not playing that reinforced. So we definitely have to play this when it's around. And then we'll hit this as well. So that's pretty good. We just stacked 6 days. That should be game winning, I think. We'll keep getting the armor back up here. Boom. Definitely play this. Keep playing this. Definitely play that and that. Yeah, I don't think we played that. Oops, I don't do the ability, that's fine. Whether we get it now or then is fine. Yeah, and he's definitely dead, but we're gonna still give him everything we got. There we go, got that final one there. We'll have our full forge going into that fight. All is well. Boom. Rock'em sock'em. I don't know that we want to Inferno in the bottom in this fight. I feel like I would gain... It's tough to say because entropy makes it so I'm not really holding on to the burst. Yeah, I guess I'm not really seeing the advantage to... I mean, I guess one advantage... I think we do want to put the Inferno Room on the bottom. It saves us a lot of corruption. And I don't know that I gain anything from taking those extra hits. Because I'm blowing my load every time into entropy, you know what I mean? Well, you may not know what I mean because I phrase that pretty fucking shittily, but you know what I mean? Okay, so we got you with your initial stats here. I think I want to get the salvage machine in. It just sucks if it dies, but I think we have to live with it dying. We're more importantly wanting to get that scrap metal out immediately. The other units just aren't as important. Steelworker you could probably make a case for, though. Oh, hey, we got it anyway. Definitely putting that in. Just trying to think what this turn looks like otherwise. I could see just burning full throttle here, but we might as well just burn this, because full throttle is still something that I might want to see on redraw. I'm fine keeping Savagery very dazed for this fight. I know it like throws off the wave thing, but I think it's something we can probably live with. Because I can, between the Inferno Room and the 60 damage from the imps, that's already killing the early waves. So then I just eventually get another Ascend card and Savagery will work itself out. And we got the Trap Shoot, which will help as well. So we're definitely playing Trap Shoot here, I know that. Not a great turn for smelting. This would have been the reason to smelt full throttle and keep the scrap metal instead. I probably should have done that. I don't gain that much from full throttle in this fight. So, like, then I could have had a better smelt target this turn. Definitely a mistake to do what I did. Because now it's just really awkward. It's like, I obviously want to play the One-Horn Tome, but it's... I suppose you could also argue right now it's just too risky. I mean, already I'm taking 15 on 14 armor, so it's actually just kind of untakeable. Yeah, we really don't want you to die. So we will not play One Home Tome. The question is, do I smelt it? I don't think so. We definitely want to get that into play. We definitely want to play this. Then beyond that, maybe just this. I don't know. I could smelt like the other salvage. I don't even really want to do that. I think we just play this. Alright, we got this at least. And technically we got this. May have to do a desperate reinforce here, unfortunately. It's fine, though. We have these guys, but I think the trap door will help with that. I think I do have to do this, as yucky as that is, right? Man, I'm just hoping this isn't death sentencing me, like not putting this reinforce on. But honestly, in this fight, I may not be able to get a better one. I will if I can get the boilerplate, but I think once I have the boilerplate, I'm good anyway. So, yeah, let's just do that. Okay, we do have this. Pyrelite or get the Horn Warrior in the middle here. I think probably get the Horn Warrior in the middle. I could forge it, but I'm more interested in keeping Knuckler Steward alive. Because I have to play my One Home Tomes eventually as well, so like I need to get an actual comfortable armor buffer up here. Yeah, this is tough. We're bottom decking the Welder Hopper, which hasn't really happened too much. I feel things have felt smooth when maybe they just were going well because Welder Hopper is getting drawn early. When you don't draw this Welder Hopper early, it's definitely a problem. We got this at least. We'll definitely play that. I'm pretty sure we're going to play Beacon's Light here. It's a way to preserve some of my health. Can do that. Saves a bit of health. And they're dying anyway. I think we want to play Pyrelite. Alright, we got the boilerplate here. That's pretty good. We'll do this. Even just 3 armor a turn helps. Now we're sitting a little more comfortable. We are literally bottom decking this Welder over though, but what are you gonna do, right? Definitely want to play this. Things. We could do this. Pull another unit down. It's actually okay. Let's do this. See, we didn't even, weren't even remotely tempted to having to incant here, which is nice. Could put this in front, since now it's awkward. I think that's fine. And then we'll do this. I don't want to burn those out. They're pretty important to me. Alright, this is what we're going to do here. We're going to move you up, down, and then back around. There you go. Now you're on your own floor still, but you're not hurting me. I need to make sure I draw Versatile Everstaff before this, so that way I don't... So I could proc it right now with the Steel Pulley Claw. We do want that in. I can block this, then I don't get corrupted either. So I like this. I could Forge as well. Maybe I should have thought of that more. Because what else am I going to put Forge on at this point? Well, I got some more imps, luckily. I'll try to make that play in the future. Might as well use those Forge points. I think we can just start saving health at this point. It's going to take us a little bit to kill Entropy. Could argue for not playing these Curses of Entropy. I really want to protect him. Yeah, it's not that necessary. If I really wanted to, I could do like Welder Helper up top. We want this. So here, we could get rid of Full Throttle and actually just hit Savagery. I think I like that. I'm not really gaining much by Full Throttle here, and I'm going to keep the Scrap Metal around. Hitting Savagery in turn helps with Entropy dying, so that's kind of my thought process there. Oh, that is unfortunate. Alright, I'm going to use a Smelt on one of these, try to keep my sap low. Well, can't get anything out of this guy. Keep you alive at least. Oh, I should have, man. You know what, this is okay. I'm just going to go like this. Because there's no benefit. I mean, I could still get the Rage here, but then I guess I'm greedy and I want the Revenge proc. I'm still not going to burn that, I think. I can do this here. Get rid of this. Instead of using that there, I'm petty, and I don't want that guy to kill me. I know this is like a much worse play, but we're... Oh, yeah, I just realized I replaced my Inferno Room with that hoist. I could have just hoisted that guy down, too. Well, like I said, I'm petty. Let's see, do this. So much for using my Forge points. You know, I don't know. I guess we're okay, I guess. Yeah, we're pretty much killing him here. Of course, silencing myself didn't help matters, but, you know. Alright, that's the best way to finish him off here. Do our scrap metals. Alright, yeah, you're dead up there. And then we just do a bunch of damage here. I mean, I guess there's nothing really to do here. Even this might mess with the calculation. So, actually, no, it wouldn't because I'm silenced, but sure, we'll give him one of those to go. Alright, that was a fun run. I do enjoy the way that Knuckler Steward plays. It's a pretty well designed unit, I think. I just do think the art could have been maybe a little cooler. But that's very nitpicky. I don't really play these games for the art, for the most part. You know, the art is fine, but really it's just the design of the game that is enticing to me. Which is a shame, because I think a lot of effort does go into the art. You know, it's a shame for me to say that, but it's not that I think it's bad. I don't know, it's not like a draw to the game, I guess. I never looked at Monster Train and was like, oh, that art is definitely the reason I'm going to play the game. You know what I mean? It's just like, I feel like it's just the design of the game is what's the real draw. But, yeah. That being said, there is some cool art in the game, for sure. Unfortunately, often on cards that suck, like Memento Mori, but that's okay. What do we got here? Yeah, I got actually a lot of these to go through still. I need to like just hammer through them at some point. But yeah, that was a fun run. I gotta say, Knuckler, Steward. I will say this. I don't know if a run, because keep in mind, I kind of had a game plan before Knuckler Steward, which wouldn't have been massively different, right? A lot of the same cards would be getting played. I would still be stacking a multi-strike on the, the Hellhorn Warrior and whatnot. I gotta say, I think overall it would have been easier to go with the Horn Warrior from that point in the game on out. You know, keep in mind, we had to speculate. We already had Quick on the Horn Warrior, so it's like, I would have to speculate on getting Titanite on Knuckler Steward. Without that Titanite, I think we would be in trouble. But with the Horn Warrior, it's like, well, I still get like my defense from the Welder Helper, right? And the Queen can just tank in those cases. And granted, yes, it wouldn't be as good as a Titanited unit, but I think we could work with that a little bit more. And then it's like the Horn Warrior is just quick also, so it's preventing a ton of damage, right, that otherwise was always going to hit Knuckler Steward. You know, especially once I get a few things of Rage and Multi-Strike onto that Horn Warrior, it's just going to clear the whole floor every time. Keep in mind, everything else in the deck would be the same for the most part, right? I'd still have like an Inferno Rim on the bottom and all that, so I think if the deck, I have to think, all things considered, the Horn Warrior actually would have been better than the Knuckler Steward. So there is that. Like I don't actually know on Knuckler Steward if I actually rate it that high necessarily. It is really good, but there are some runs where I don't know. It's a 3 cost, so it's like it is a lot to commit to. And of course, you could just say if you don't use it, it's a smelt target, so it's good for that, right? I think it's always good to add to your deck. I just think there are times where, granted, I don't know. I only came across it ever so often, and it's hard to evaluate because I really haven't seen it that much, to be honest. But I guess I'm still evaluating it. It definitely felt good that run, but it does need some help. You do need to stack some good defense on it, and you still need to stack offense as well. So it's not like a unit that's necessarily self-sustaining. It just has a really good effect, but it also costs a lot. So it's like I kind of get what I pay for, I feel. It's not like super broken, it feels, but like a Juggernaut, for example, feels super broken to me. It's like I can just play it for 0 for a 30-30, which is already good. If you could take a unit and its only thing was that it was a 0 cost for 30/30, I think you'd rank that unit pretty high. Even if it was just some vanilla stat stick, it's like I can work with that in so many different type of decks for so many different clan combos, regardless. Even if it was like a neutral character, right? Because I can make that work with almost any clan. But yeah, and especially Railforge. But I'm just rambling at this point. Yeah, that was a fun one. Feel free to knock yourself out with the punchy dude there. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.